Hey, what's up everyone? It's Eric and I am here in LA for E3 2017. Actually, I'm in Papa Joe's All-American Diner and I am joined by my new friend Jens, the creative director for Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so I saw the trailer. Looks like our hero BJ wakes up and finds that the world is a very different place. Tell me a little bit about where the story picks up from the first Wolfenstein and where we're going to go in this new game.
Yeah, so this is a direct sequel from the first one. It picks up right where it left off. BJ is in a very, very bad state. He's been horrifically injured, there's a prologue, but the first playable level is what these guys are playing here, which is a wheelchair combat level.
A wheelchair combat level?
Yes.
Tell me how that works.
It works surprisingly awesomely. Like we had this idea, we thought it would make a lot of story sense to do that because he's so injured he can't really stand up. But we didn't really know if we could make it work because no one's ever really done this before. But we started toying around with it and we're really happy with how it came out.
That's very interesting. And actually, in the first Wolfenstein, in the early stages of the game, there's also a little bit of that, you know, BJ is injured and he's sort of coming out of a coma, and you deal with a little bit of that too. So this seems like a very interesting way to start off this game as well.
Yeah, this game is all about, where the first game was mostly European location, this game is all about liberating the United States of America and using that as a platform to liberate the rest of the world.
So we've seen that the US is now under Nazi control.
Yeah.
What are we going to see in that US that is now under Nazi control? How is it different from the history that, you know, we know?
Yeah, it's not only that, but it's been under Nazi control now for a good 10 years or more. So the Nazis have done a lot of things to sort of subvert, through propaganda, subvert American ideals of freedom and so forth in order to suppress the American people.
And I've also seen there's a lot of wild Nazi technology that has woven its way into the fabric of American culture.
Yeah, and that's how they won the war, is because they had the technological advantage, and that's just growing even more intense.
So tell me a little bit about, there is some advertisements that were released for toys and things like that. Talk to me a little bit about how you came upon that concept.
Yeah, we call the concept internally, we call it Germericana, but it's basically taking really sort of classic 50s Americana, 50s and 60s Americana, but sort of perverting it from the Nazi perspective. So instead of Lassie, it's Liesel the Panzerhund, and of course, because they have their own sort of like G.I. Joe thing, which they call Elite Hans, which is, you know, a brave Aryan.
Yeah. And obviously BJ is the villain.
Yes.
In that series.
Yeah, and not only in the toy thing, but also throughout the whole world. The Nazis are making him out to be like public enemy #1. There are wanted posters everywhere. He's a celebrity now in a way he wasn't before, or I don't know if you call that a celebrity, but whatever that
Infamous.
is. Infamous celebrity.
Yeah, perfect. I think there's a lot of celebrities that are like that anyway.
Okay.
All right, so a lot of things that are going to feel familiar to people that played the first Wolfenstein. A lot of new things coming. Sounds like BJ's got his work cut out for him. What platforms is it going to be on, and when can we get our hands on it?
We are releasing October 27, and it'll be for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for spending the time. I can't wait to play Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus.
Awesome, thank you.